Hi Capricorn, here is your general reading for the month of July 2017. I don't ordinarily give big speeches before I start your readings, but this month of July is going to be 1 year anniversary for me putting videos on YouTube. And unlike a lot of the other readers who had done tarot reading for many years before coming to YouTube, I actually only started reading the tarot in that month of July when I first came to YouTube. It has been a whole new journey for me, one where hopefully it's seen my ability in reading the tarot improve greatly. And also I'm very much become more in tune with my own intuitive feeling about things. So a massive thank you to everybody that has viewed my channel over this first year, to everybody that has subscribed, for all the likes and the dislikes, for all of the comments that you've left. I try so hard every month to reply to all of you. Sometimes it isn't possible. But I do love how you all interact with each other in the comments, and you do all offer each other further help and support, which is fantastic. So thank you so much for being part of this first year journey with me on YouTube. Also a massive thank you to everybody throughout this first year that has booked personal readings. You know, it's such a privilege for me to do personal readings, and it just shows me how much faith and trust that you have in my ability to be able to read the tarot and give you all the help and guidance that you need. So thank you so much for that. Now this is for Capricorn, and it is Capricorn Sun, Moon and Rising. It is a general reading, so we'll see what it is they want you to know about. I will be doing love readings and so forth as well for the month of July. But that aside, it is a general reading as well, in terms that it may not resonate with you, okay? So please keep that in mind. Now, the central issue we have is the Justice card. It is major arcana and it is in the upright position, which is much better. For some of you, you could be going through a legal situation, okay? Now that could involve any number of things, all different things for all of you. It could be divorce, it could be any number of things. But some of you may be dealing with the justice system. The fact it's in its upright position, it talks more about justice being done in your favour, okay? Provided you have acted in a fair and just way. And that's the other aspect with the Justice card as well. It's about making sure the scales are evenly balanced and that you are behaving in a fair and just way towards somebody else. Now, in the effects of the recent past, we do have the Chariot here, which is a major arcana. And the Chariot, when it's in the reverse position, it can talk about how maybe you have been feeling restricted, as though you haven't entirely been in the driving seat in some area of your life. That maybe somebody else has been controlling things or dictating how things are going to be. The Chariot card as well is classed as the Victory card in the major arcana. So it may be that on some level, you know, maybe victory recently in regards to something you may have felt is not going to go in your favor. When the Chariot is reversed, it can also talk about how maybe your willpower on some level has been fading. Maybe you've been thinking about whether to continue to pursue a particular plan or a relationship. If this is a relationship situation, for some of you, you may have felt as though the relationship was not going anywhere. And some of you may have felt the need to take a break from this relationship. In terms of business, you could be dealing with somebody in business or work that is very selfish. And if that's the case, then it may be in your best interest to create some distance between you and that person. Somebody, as I said here, is maybe trying to take control, is trying to take the reins of this chariot. And they may be, there may be an element of oppression and restriction that you have felt in some area of your life. Now, in your present situation, we do have the King of Swords here. Now, this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. Maybe some of you are dealing with one of those signs. I have heard it said from other tarot readers that the King of Wands can often talk about a lawyer or a solicitor. So it may be that for some of you this is, and if you are dealing with the justice system, then maybe this King of Swords is somebody that, is your lawyer or solicitor. The King of Swords is somebody that shows good judgment. The thing is, though, with this King of Swords, it can talk about somebody that is very sharp within terms of his logic, very logical thinking, a competitive business person who has a deep desire to realize his own ambitions. It may be somebody, like I said, if not somebody that you're dealing with in the justice system, it may be somebody that you are dealing with in terms of business or work, or even in a relationship. And it may be this person that is taking more of the control here, that has been the one who I said has been in the driving seat. Also, the King of Swords is somebody that may be analysing a relationship, whether the relationship is good or bad, where having that talk about the future of this relationship or business partnership, whatever it is. So there could be an element of your own energy there with that King of Swords. It's not gender specific either in the general readings, or like I said, it can be talking about somebody that you may be dealing with. Now, in your advice position, be it positive or negative, we do have here the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can very much talk about holding on to something. Now, it could be holding on to your emotions and not being prepared to speak about how you're feeling. It may be holding on to your possessions. or your finances. Maybe if some of you are going through a divorce, you are trying to hold on to the finances here and possessions in terms of a divorce settlement. But it can also talk about how maybe on some level you're choosing to take the safe approach in regards to maybe financial or business matters. Maybe there's a slight fear in you at the moment about taking any risks that could put some insecurity or pressure on your finances. So you may be holding on tight at the moment, not prepared to take any risks. Now, in your next advice position, positive or negative, we've got the 10 of Wands here. Now, the 10, it is reversed. The 10 does talk in itself about endings and completions. But also, when that card is in the reverse, it talks about having been carrying a burden, but now feeling as though that it's almost like a clearing out, releasing something that maybe is no longer serving you anymore, releasing something that has maybe weighed heavily on you. Now, in terms of releasing this, it could be the way you thought about something, your whole perception of something. It may be literally releasing somebody from your life that that is not in your best interest anymore. I do feel for a lot of you that this is talking about a divorce here, or some sort of relationship, very heavily committed relationship that is maybe coming to an end. But I know that's not going to apply to all of you. I think there's a divide here. For some we are talking business, for some we are talking divorce. Now, in your environment, we do have the Hierophant, which is another major arcana. And the Hierophant as well is often a card about tradition, doing things the right way. And it can be a card that talks about marriage. So to see it in its reverse position, maybe it is talking about the ending of a marriage here, like I said. It can also talk about unlocking the truth here. That maybe somebody is keeping information to themselves, either you or somebody else. Somebody that is not being entirely truthful here. It can talk about a lack of balance, a lack of faith, and a lack of honor. Maybe even a lack of devotion here. Misinformation. What you may be hearing may very well be distorted. It may be that if you are going through a divorce, then maybe that divorce lawyer is distorting the truth here, in order for the other person to gain more of the finances or to gain the house or whatever. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. But in your best path to follow, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is lovely to see, because this is talking about potentially, well, the aces are new beginnings for starters, but it can also be talking about a potential offer being made to you. an offer that may increase your finances, an offer that may see you moving home, an offer that can see you going down a whole brand new path. Some offer, some tangible offer being made to you here. And the outcome card is the Three of Pentacles, which can talk about two people or more making plans, planning their current situation, putting their plans into action. You know, as I said, for a lot of you, I feel this is either talking about the ending of a business partnership or an ending to a relationship or a marriage here that may be involving the justice system or some lawyers, because there may very well be property and finances tied up here. And while you've been going through this justice system, it may have felt as though you weren't in control, that really the lawyers were the ones who were steering this chariot. They were the ones who are in control of this situation. And you may have been trying desperately to hold on to finances or property. It all has obviously created a heavy burden on you, but that burden is now going to be released from you. And I think the Hierophant, yes, it can talk about the truth being distorted or information, correct information not being passed on. But it can again maybe talk about the breakup of a marriage here. But whatever this is talking about for you, Capricorn, we do have a new beginning. Either a new offer, you know, somebody making a new offer to you, or you deciding to go down a brand new path now in your life, putting the plans into action. Maybe some of you, if you are divorcing, you're going to have your settlement from that divorce, and it may see you then putting plans into the next stage of your life, where you're going to be living, where you're going to be working, all different manner of things. The outcome is positive and good. But this may obviously have been going on for many months for some of you, but I feel in this month of July, we're going to see a conclusion to a lot of this. Now, during these readings, I have decided this month to use my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. They're beautiful cards, very colourful, very vibrant. With these cards, you don't read them in the reverse. They're always read in the upright. But if they do come out in the reverse, what it talks about is that it may take more time or more effort to get to what the card is trying to help you and advise you with. Now, yours did come out in the reverse position, okay? You got solar plexus chakra. It is number 3, and I am going to read from the book what this card is talking about, and it may offer you some further help and guidance, okay? The key word with this card as well is I can. The solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance movement, or breathe work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. See, maybe going through this divorce or this business breakup or whatever this is for you, maybe it has knocked your self-esteem, your confidence. But you do have the willpower here to be able to get through this situation. Just like this card said, you can get through this. And you've got a brand new beginning being offered to you that, as I said, could bring a new home, new finances, new work. You know, a whole new beginning coming with that Ace of Pentacles. So Capricorn, that does conclude this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.